One of the most reliable leakers has done it again. Daily leaks have proved it. The Galaxy S26 Ultra is here. And today's news puts the spotlight on something you just can't ignore. A live look at the S26 Ultra's massive new camera bump. According to Ice Universe, Samsung's Ultra now carries a 4.5mm camera bump, nearly double the thickness of the Galaxy S25 Ultra at just 2.4mm. Combine that with the 7.9mm body thickness, and you get a design where the camera module literally towers over the frame. Now, Samsung claims the reason is simple: a larger aperture main camera and a reworked telephoto lens setup. On paper, that sounds promising: more glass, bigger optics, and potentially much better photos. But here's the shocker. Despite all this extra room, Samsung is still using a tiny 1/2.5 2-inch telephoto sensor at 50 megapixel. That's officially the smallest telephoto sensor in any flagship by 2026. Ice Universe didn't hold back, even suggesting Samsung's camera manager should resign. And it's not just about hardware. Ice Universe also revealed the Galaxy S26 Ultra will weigh just 217 grams, making it lighter than previous Ultra models. That's impressive, but weight isn't the biggest concern right now. The real debate in the Samsung community is about cameras. Because here's the truth: Samsung used to be a leader in mobile photography. But in the past few years, frustrations have been piling up. Fans and reviewers keep pointing out the same issues: shutter lag, crushed shadows, weak night shots, over-sharpened details, and inconsistent skin tones. Meanwhile, rivals like Apple, Huawei, Vivo, and Xiaomi are pushing forward with more advanced imaging systems. Things have gotten so serious that frustrated users recently published an open letter to Samsung CEO T.M. Rowe. In it, they accuse the camera division of deceptive marketing, outdated hardware, ignoring feedback, copying Apple's wrong choices, poor skin tone processing, mocked online as the Samsung yellow face filter, and delivering painfully slow updates. But the letter isn't just complaints, it's a call for action. Samsung fans are demanding: replace the head of the camera division, adopt cutting-edge sensors and lenses, overhaul software optimization with faster updates, and finally listen to user feedback so issues don't drag on for years. And that brings us back to the Galaxy S26 Ultra. But if Samsung doesn't fix its imaging reputation, none of this will matter. Because let's face it, design is one thing, but cameras are the heart of the Ultra lineup. If Samsung continues to disappoint, even the most loyal Galaxy fans could jump ship to Huawei, Xiaomi, or even Apple. So here's the big question for you: should Samsung replace its camera division leadership, or are these complaints overblown? Ice Universe has just shared another bombshell, giving us a live look at the final design of the Samsung Galaxy S26 Ultra. And when compared side by side with the Galaxy S25 Ultra and Apple's upcoming iPhone 17 Pro Max, the differences start to stand out immediately. But the story doesn't stop there. According to Ice Universe, Samsung is making a noticeable shift in design this year. The sharp, flat edges of the S25 Ultra are gone, replaced with a more rounded middle frame on the S26 Ultra. It's a subtle change, but one that completely changes the in-hand experience, making the phone feel smoother, more natural, and more comfortable while still preserving that Ultra identity. The leaks also reveal exact thickness numbers. The Galaxy S26 Ultra will reportedly measure just 7.9mm, making it the slimmest Ultra we've ever seen. In contrast, Apple's iPhone 17 Pro Max is expected to be 8.725mm thick, which is nearly a full millimeter more. On paper, it might not look huge, but in real life, this difference creates two very distinct experiences: Samsung pushing for a lighter, elegant design, while Apple goes for a heavier, more commanding presence. According to Anthony, the iPhone 17 Pro Max is rumored to measure 8.7mm thick with a 4,823 mAh stacked battery, Apple's newer design aimed at improving efficiency and thermal performance. Meanwhile, Samsung's Galaxy S26 Ultra not only comes slimmer at 7.9mm, but also manages to fit a larger 5,000 mAh cell, though using a more traditional multi-layer battery design. On top of that, Samsung is said to include a bigger cooling system, larger camera sensors, the built-in S Pen, and even a SIM tray available globally. If this leak holds true, Samsung could be offering a thinner device with a bigger battery and more hardware versatility, while Apple focuses on optimizing endurance through stack technology. Compared to last year's S25 Ultra, the new S26 is leaner, sleeker, and more refined. The wait is over. Ice Universe has just shaken up the Galaxy S26 Ultra leaks, and this might be the clearest look yet at Samsung's 2026 flagship masterpiece. For weeks, fans have been debating the design. The early renders of the Galaxy S26 Ultra sparked criticism. People pointed out the corners looked unnatural, the bezels weren't quite right, and the overall design just didn't feel polished. But now Ice Universe is back with brand new CAD-accurate renders, and this time, the S26 Ultra looks absolutely stunning. Every R angle, every bezel, every curve has been refined to perfection. This is where it gets exciting. The difference between the old renders and the new ones is night and day. The corners are no longer awkward or blocky. They're now smooth, natural, and continuous, just like you'd expect from a real flagship smartphone design. Ice Universe actually admitted that his earlier renders were made in PowerPoint, which doesn't support the smooth curve transitions used in real smartphone CAD files. But now with professional tools, the result is incredibly realistic. And it's not just the front design we need to talk about. The back of the Galaxy S26 Ultra is making headlines too. Compared to the Galaxy S25 Ultra, which had a 2.4mm camera protrusion with no base, the S26 Ultra is thinner at just 7.9mm. But with that thinner frame comes a challenge. The upgraded f/1.4 main camera aperture adds more thickness, pushing the protrusion to nearly 3.7mm. If Samsung left that camera jutting out alone, it would look unbalanced and awkward. So what did they do? They introduced a new camera base, giving the module a smoother, more refined transition into the back panel. It's a small detail, but it completely transforms the design, making the S26 Ultra look more premium and intentional. So here's the bottom line. The Galaxy S26 Ultra's design has just evolved before our very eyes. What started as criticism has now turned into admiration. Ice Universe took the feedback, refined his work, and now we have the most realistic preview yet of Samsung's next big flagship. And if this really is the final design, the Galaxy S26 Ultra won't just be another smartphone. It's going to be a design statement, a bold evolution in Samsung's Ultra legacy. The Galaxy S26 Ultra will still come with the iconic S Pen, putting an end to weeks of speculation that Samsung might kill off the features, slim down the design.
Oh my God! Wow!
According to Ice Universe, the S Pen slot remains alive and well in the S26 Ultra, proving once again that Samsung isn't ready to abandon the feature that defines productivity and creativity on its most powerful flagship. For longtime Note users and Ultra loyalists, this is more than just confirmation. It's a relief, a reassurance that the Ultra will continue to stand apart as the ultimate smartphone for power users. But Ice Universe didn't stop there. The leaker also revealed major details about the camera system, and this is where things get even more exciting. The S26 Ultra's 200-megapixel main camera now boasts a wider f/1.4 aperture, increasing light intake by a massive 47%. That means low-light photos will be brighter, sharper, and packed with detail like never before. The 3x telephoto lens is getting an upgrade too, moving from 10-megapixel to 12-megapixel. A 20% increase in pixel count, giving zoom shots extra clarity and crispness. And perhaps the most impressive change comes with the 5x periscope, which now uses an f/2.9 aperture, boosting light intake by 38% for stunning long-range photography. Pair this with a 50-megapixel ultra-wide that holds strong f/1.9 and you've got a camera system designed not just to compete, but to dominate in every shooting scenario.